Yo, check this out. I got a story to tell. My daughter came home one time and she was like, my history teacher, he said the Black History Month is almost over with. So I don't have to be nice no more. So here I am lowering up, calling the lawyers and stuff like that, set up a meeting the next week. Now, usually when I'm working out, I see him when I'm working out. And he don't speak, I don't speak, no biggie. But this time, it was right before our meeting, like a few days right before our meeting. He spoke this time. He definitely spoke. And he said, hey, what's going on with this meeting? Because usually people know when they mess up. They might not know exactly what it is, but they kind of figuring it out. So I told him what my daughter told me. She said, you said Black History Month is almost over with. So, you ain't got to be nice no more. Now, here's the thing. I knew he wasn't going to be bad or nothing like that, but it's the principle. You're laughing at somebody's pain. So he couldn't apologize because then I got him, but he was like, oh, I don't remember that. Now here's the thing. You talking about your guilt even when you're talking about that, because the fact of the matter is if you didn't do it, you'd be like, no, that's not like me. I wouldn't have done that. I told her, I said she had witnesses and we shook hands and, me being the guy that I am, I let it slide. But I let him know I'm right there. I'm right there for mine. And she will tell, oh, no, we we love your daughter and she's a very good student and she does great and we do everything we can to support her and whatever. Bringing up the situation with Kevin Hart. When has it been okay for a white man to laugh at a black man's pain right in front of his face? That'd be like me saying, making a joke about 9/11 saying, you saying white man can't jump, but that's BS because I seen white men jump from buildings looking like Superman. I seen them running faster than your fastest athlete I've ever seen in my life. White men been lying for the longest. They can run and jump. It just take them to get motivated. They done broke every record known to man on that day. That'd be like me trying to make a joke about that. It's not funny. So ain't no sense in trying to he ha ha. So, here's the thing. When is enough enough? When, when Monique telling the truth, she get blackballed. When she's not laughing no more and she's calling for what it is, she get blackballed. I know Kevin Hart, I'm not saying that he knew the jokes before they came out, but there should have been a public apology by now. At least from that white man, but hey, he's unapologetic, right? Hey, it's just jokes. I could laugh about the black community's pain, And when a black man bring up something about his history, oh, he's bitter, he's upset. But when a Jewish person do it, it's called we'll never forget. That makes him stronger, So, the double standard is real, man. Y'all